Chief, I said. My name is Terry. I'm a retired Special Forces soldier. That day, I was cycling with my headphones on. I didn't even notice the sirens behind me. The next second, I was hit and thrown into the air. Before I could react, the cop accused me on the spot, said the bike I was riding was stolen. He checked my ID, but found nothing wrong. Still, they didn't want to let it go. They started searching my backpack, and then they found $36,000 in cash. I quickly explained. It was for bailing my brother out of court that afternoon. As soon as they heard bail brother and illegal items, they got excited. Because of my brother's case, they had reason to suspect the money's origin, so they confiscated the cash. They warned me if I resisted, they'd issue an arrest warrant on the spot. And if I didn't sue, the court would rule in their favor by default. This was robbery, disguised as law enforcement, but I had no choice. I had to get my brother out as soon as possible. He's a witness. If he gets sent to state prison, the people he testified against would never let him live. If he gets sent to state prison, those he once testified against will tear him apart. No cash, no bail. I rushed to show them the receipt from the police. The stamp on it looked almost identical to the court's, but all they said was, bail only takes cash. That's when a kind female warrior approached me. After hearing everything, she said the local police were exploiting a legal loophole. If we filed the lawsuit, we might win, but it could take 2 years. She advised me to focus on raising money to bail out my brother. We had 3 days left before he'd be transferred to state prison. That night, with nothing to my name, I could only spend the night by the river. And me, an ex-Special Forces soldier, couldn't even save my own brother. I couldn't accept that. At sunrise, I went to the police station and reported I had been robbed. Sure enough, the same cop from yesterday showed up. He smirked and said I was filing a false report. Then he warned me, that's a serious crime. The chief came over too. He said they'd been more than polite to someone like me, and if I dared show up again, they'd lock me up. I was desperate, so I lowered my voice and said, just give me back 10 grand for the bail. The rest you can keep. I even promised not to cause any more trouble. The chief laughed. His tone suddenly softened. He told me to come back Monday morning and I'd see my brother. I camped outside town for days, waiting for Monday. But when I got to the station on time, they told me he was already taken. I was 3 minutes too late. I chased after the transport van on my bike, yelling at him not to reveal his identity. I swore I'd get him out no matter what. I didn't know that would be the last time we ever spoke. I called up an old partner and borrowed the 10 grand, but the chief had already sent officers with a search warrant to shut down my restaurant. They even took my safe. Turns out, the reason he agreed that day was just to buy time to investigate me. Now they're using searching for contraband as an excuse to shut down my business. I don't understand. Why are they pushing me to the edge like this? I had no choice but to walk into the station alone and demand justice. Right then, the police system received an encrypted file, and on that file was my name.
I think he's on the Wikipedia page.